great decision.
Great
Super
decision.
stoked. It's awesome. The truck ended up being exactly like my old work truck. So instead of driving it for work, I'm driving it for play. So it's awesome.
Really felt strongly that this was the right decision. So let's start by saying that was a feeling, right? We've been looking for a long time and this felt right, or we wouldn't have driven 6 hours that ended up being 8 hours
Through a snow blizzard.
Through a blizzard to come here, to drive it back through the same situation.
I'm excited. I'm a lot more excited than I thought I was going to be.
You are a lot more excited than I thought you were going to be. Here we go.
Here we go. Great decision.
I go through feelings of total excitement, and I am so glad that we're doing this. And then I also, in 3 days, I cried more than I have in probably 2 years. We're now going to hire somebody and start renovations and then move in as soon as we can.
Yay.
Yay!
Excited.
We purchased the RV January 28th, 2021. About 10 days after we purchased the RV, I found a tremendous amount of water damage, enough to know it was way over my head. Dane found Jen and Joe. We dropped it off on May 22nd. We knew when we dropped the RV off that they wouldn't start working on it for a couple of weeks. They actually ended up starting right after July 4th weekend. It went 8 weeks. It was ready to be picked up on August 28th. We were all sick, so we picked it up on September 11th. One thing we've been really good about is keeping track of all expenses. And another thing we've been really good about is continuing to look for similar Class C RVs, 31 feet long, and the costs. We knew that we already knew that to buy one similar to ours would be about $60,000. I've seen one that was remodeled at that price and a couple others that were not remodeled. So we thought we were doing this great thing, spending 20 grand on an RV, fixing it up ourselves and moving in 4 weeks later, which 7.5 months later, I'm here to tell you, that's not how it went down. The bad news is we ended up spending more than we were anticipating. The good news is we spent about $57,000, which quite honestly is about how much these RVs go for before they're remodeled. So for resale value, we know we're right within parameters if we decided that we wanted to sell it. We purchased the RV for $21,500. We put about $4,400 into it. So we're right about $26,000 on the RV. We had a budget of $25,000 to renovate the RV. We did have to make some decisions along the way, and we knew we would have to make some decisions along the way. We were over budget $6,700, so the total was $31,700 for the renovation. I think the biggest thing with this is that from the time that we purchased it in January, thinking, oh, we'd be in it by March 1st, and here we are in mid-September, and we're still not living in the RV. It can take a tremendous amount of additional time and effort and money, whether we had done the renovation ourselves or not. Retrospectively, we could have purchased an RV for considerably more money. Perhaps it wouldn't have been as water damage. But the good news in this situation is that we realized that for us, for what we were looking for and the prices that we've seen, to have the Class C size that we wanted and to have it completely renovated, regardless of how we've been looking at it, it's about $60,000. Do I think you can do it for considerably less money? Yes, I do. One of the ways you can do that is by doing all the work yourself, which is what we thought we were going to do. But as a first RV renovation project, this was way over my head. The other thing that can happen is that you can buy an RV that doesn't have much water damage. So yes, there are a couple ways that we could have made it so that it costs us considerably less. That's not what happened. The bottom line is we're $57,000 in, and we have the RV completely done, structurally sound, know every inch of it, and have the renovation completed. Having said that the renovation is completed, We knew by the walkthrough that there were several things that either didn't get done or got done differently than we had anticipated. There's a corner cabinet in the back bedroom. We thought we were going to have that lower cabinet removed and have shelves put in. Joe decided to keep the cabinet, so we're going to work with what's there existing. We also thought we were going to keep the medicine cabinet, but when it was removed, it wasn't reused, and so we knew we would end up purchasing a new medicine cabinet. There were shelves in the toilet room that were removed and they weren't replaced, so we knew that that was something that we were going to add. The compost toilet, the urine diverter didn't get done. He had never done that before. He didn't feel comfortable making changes to a $1,000 composting toilet, and I totally respect that. The wallpaper that we got didn't get put into the toilet room. I still have it. We can do it ourselves. The single biggest thing that didn't get done was the empty space in the kitchen area. We were planning on putting in a bank of cabinets with a countertop that extended like a bar area so that we could use bar stools there, and that didn't get done. This project was consumed with water damage and rebuilding. The budget and the time both were not there to complete those items. First of all, the RV has no water damage. Second, it is structurally sound and everything has been replaced. It looks absolutely beautiful, and the majority of what we wanted done has been accomplished. So that's amazing. We had all new fantastic fans put in. The composting toilet was vented, and Joe went through the RV with a fine-tooth comb.